Hello, welcome back, and thanks for joining me on SnowRunner, where we're heading back to Wisconsin to carry on our journey in Black Badger Lake. My transporting truck of choice today is the GMC, and our task is very simple. We have to deliver some large pipes to the paper factory. So in the GMC we come all the way up this road past the fuel station and along here, up this little dirt path that goes adjacent to the river, and into here where we can hook up the flatbed trailer. We then carry on all the way back down the hill and go into the warehouse. Then of course we need to load the pipes onto the trailer, so we need to jump back into the white Western Star, which if you remember we left at the generator location, and then drive the white Western Star all the way down the road past the fuel station and to join the GMC in the warehouse. We can load the pipes onto the trailer, drive the GMC across the bridge and to the paper factory. Then of course, because there's two pipes and only one will fit on the trailer at a time, we have to drive back to the warehouse, load on another pipe and finally finish our task by unloading the second pipe at the paper factory. So let's start the journey. There's something quite nostalgic about this GMC. It is of course the first truck that you get to drive in SnowRunner, and I know when you first drive the truck it's not that good, but I've modified it slightly. So let's start her up and take the handbrake off, and we'll turn right out of the garage and carry on down the road. I do like this truck, I like the sound of it, I like the sound of the horn. I think it's got the best horn in the game really. Yeah, very distinct. So I have modified the truck slightly since we first unlock it in Michigan. I've got a bobblehead on the dashboard of course, and the swinging tree air freshener. I've got my windscreen stickers, the interior stickers, and I've got exterior stickers. I've resprayed the truck to like a mustard yellow colour. I've got raised suspension, bigger wheels, off-road tyres. I've also unlocked diff lock for this truck. I haven't got all-wheel drive yet, but having diff lock does help. I've got beacons on the top, spotlights. I've kept the original exhaust stacks because I do like the flat cap. I think they add a lot of character to the truck. So I think now, because the truck's struggling, I think this is the perfect time to engage diff lock. And we're in low range 2, just ploughing through the mud. But it's got a decent amount of power, this truck. It's got a decent V6 engine. It does burn through the fuel though at about 7-8 litres a minute, but as trucks go in this game that isn't too bad. But the diff lock seems to be helping. We've got 4-wheel drive, so not all-wheel drive but 4-wheel drive, so rear-wheel drive only. And there we go, through the mud, and here we are at the fuel station. So of course I'm going to fill up, because you just have to in this game. And like the white Western Star, I think the GMC is quite a decent looking truck. It looks nice. I think the interior looks good as well, with the wood dashboard and the distinct steering wheel. And here we are back into the mud. So we're turning right here. This is the entrance to the warehouse. But of course first we need to get the trailer. So we'll carry on straight for the time being, and then of course when we come back we'll be coming into this entrance here. See, this truck seems to be handling a lot better than when we first experienced this truck back in Michigan. Of course, back then it was absolutely rubbish. It had road tyres, smaller wheels, lowered suspension, no diff lock. It was pants, wasn't it? But with the unlocks achieved, I think really it is quite a decent, capable truck. It's certainly got the power. So we're now adjacent to the river, and we're just going up this little dirt path, and soon we'll be coming to the trailer. There is actually a vehicle down in the river down there. At the moment I'm not able to retrieve it, but in the near future I'm hoping to be able to actually retrieve it and take it to its location. I've not yet found the trucks distinct to this map yet. I have looked around the map quite a bit, but not all of it, of course, and I haven't found the 2 trucks that are on this map yet, but I'm hoping to retrieve them back to the garage and to drive them myself, see what they're like. Of course, the good thing about this game is if you have a truck that you don't like, you can sell it, or if you do like it, you can replace a truck that you don't necessarily want with it, or just keep all of them if you want. Have an entire fleet. Obviously I have different trucks for different jobs, and I use them specifically for different tasks on different maps. I have some in Alaska, some in Russia, some in Michigan, and some here in Wisconsin. So we've reached the flatbed, there it is. So I'm just gonna reverse up to it and attach it, and then of course we need to head back down the hill towards the warehouse. And again I'm reversing in first person view. It just adds a bit more simulation and realism to the game. Of course it does help having a steering wheel. Although this game is surprisingly easy to drive with a controller, it's probably one of the easiest trucking games with controller that I've ever experienced. I don't want to hit that skip. And I don't really want to catch the trailer on anything either. It is quite a long trailer. It has 5 slots on it, and I think one of the large pipes is 4 slots, so of course we will need to make 2 journeys. Right, we're turning left here, and you see on the sign there it does say factory. So the factory is this way, but we're heading back down the hill towards the warehouse. When you get to the bottom of the hill, you can turn left to the warehouse, or the petrol station, or the garage, and if you turn right, that goes into the depths of the map, across the bridge that we built last time. The paper factory is there, there's a lumber mill, all sorts of hidden locations, and it is quite a pretty map. I do like Wisconsin. It's a bit like the other American maps in Michigan, but it is slightly different. It has a different feel to it. I think the ground terrain is slightly harder. I do love that horn. Look at the bird there. Zhoo, flew through my truck. But there's something good about customising a truck, having your own wheels on it, having your little ornaments scattered about. stickers on the sun visors. It is quite fun. Gives you something to spend your money on. Right, and we've hit the road again. The suspension's going mad. I'm surprised I haven't actually damaged the truck yet. But of course every time I say that, I damage the truck, so I probably shouldn't have said that. Right, this is the entrance to the warehouse. This is where we're actually loading the pipes onto the trailer. But of course in a minute, when I park in position, we'll have to jump back into the white Western Star and drive from the generator location to here, so we can join the GMC and then load the pipes onto the trailer. And you can see there are the pipes there on the left. So I think we'll go round here, and it is quite muddy, so I have got my diff lock on, and then we'll spin round to the left past the loading bay, and they are the pipes just over there. See the black and blue things? They are the pipes, and they're massive. So they do take up most of this trailer each. I think that will do. I can get the white Western Star in between the pipes and the trailer. So let's jump into the white Western Star. And here it is. This is my favourite truck, the white Western Star. It's got the heavy duty loading crane. And I think the thing I love about this truck, it's the white ivory steering wheel, the mahogany dashboard, the large grille. I mean, listen to that lovely lazy American V8. It's so sluggish and low revving, but it's brilliant. It sounds fantastic. And of course it's inside a rusty, rustic American style truck, and that parrot bobblehead just makes me laugh every time I'm in here. It's got a good field of view, and I remember the first time I actually stumbled across this truck. It was hidden in some trees in Smithfield Dam back at Michigan, and I remember rescuing it. I was driving an International Paystar, and I found this truck, and it was bright orange. It was in a sorry state. The wheels were small, the suspension was lowered, the suspension was knackered, the tyres were deflated, there was a hole in the fuel tank, so it was in a right state. But I remember I hooked it up to the International, and I dragged this truck all the way through a river, up a hill, to the garage, and I'm proper stuck now. I've got diff lock, all wheel drive, it's not budging, so I think I'm going to have to try and use the winch. Let's see if I can winch onto anything. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. Okay, I'm proper stuck. So if I attach to there, there we go, that's better. I've actually got an extended winch on this truck, and it comes in very handy occasionally, especially pulling this massive crane on the back. But yeah, I basically resprayed the truck to this green colour, because it was bright orange, and it was nice, but not as nice as the green. I think the green complements the truck quite well, and of course I've customised it a lot. I've raised the suspension, got bigger wheels on it. I've got all-wheel drive and diff lock that I unlocked back at Michigan. I've put a load of stickers on it, changed the exhaust, and of course put all the interior decorations in as well. And I love using this truck, I just love it. Right, we're going past the garage. I think we've actually driven through the hardest part of the journey, which is that river. I always get stuck there. But luckily I have a winch and I can use it in the river, so it's good. Watch the boulders. Ah, I always damage the suspension there. Look at the parrot. Brilliant. I've got a hood ornament as well. It's like a cobra there on the front of the bonnet, and the green curtains, which I don't know why it looks quite Indian, I think. Here we are in the mud, all-wheel drive. Yeah, not a problem. This truck, although it's got a lazy V8, it has got quite a bit of power. The power to weight ratio on this truck is quite impressive, so I do use it for a range of things. I use it for towing trailers as well, but I've currently got the heavy duty crane on it because I can just easily get the crane anywhere. Don't want to damage the suspension again. Going over these boulders. Whoa. And back on the concrete. There we are. All-wheel drive off. Shall we fill up? 242 litres, yeah, we'll fill it. Okay. Good old petrol station. Get some diesel. There we are, 300 litres. So we'll spin round to the left here. And we're turning right into the warehouse. That didn't take too long, but I did enjoy driving the truck. I always do. I think one day I'll record a video driving this truck in a job, towing a trailer. I think it does handle the trailers quite well. Probably better than the GMC, to be honest. Here we are. Right, so the next step is to use the crane. And there we go, that is the pipe attached to the trailer. So now it's a case of driving up the road to the paper factory. So let's make our way there now. Once we've unloaded the pipe, we have to come back and get the other pipe. But really I think the majority of the journey is done. It's just a case of delivering this up the road, which is literally about a minute or two away, and then coming back for the other one. Already I can feel the difference of the weight on the back of the truck. It is responding much more differently. It feels heavy, and it's bogging the rear wheels down. We're hitting some mud. Oh no, come on. Low range minus. Diff lock. Oh, that's properly stuck. The wheels are just spinning. I think I'm going to have to attach the winch to the lamppost there, because we are properly stuck. We've only just left the warehouse, so this might take a little bit longer than I thought. No, that's just digging a deeper hole. Okay. Right, let's attach the winch. So if I can attach from the front of the truck to the lamp post, and that should pull us out of the mud. There we go. And that's the beauty of having a winch. So let's carry on. We're going over the bridge. Over the river. That's the river that we travelled up to get the trailer. Oh, I've just damaged the suspension and the wheel. I'll have to engage the diff lock again. Or maybe not. I think I will have to go through that puddle though, because this trailer is ridiculously heavy now. Maybe if I can avoid the water by going through the reeds. Come on, don't get stuck. The front wheels are sliding as well. I'm having a difficult time trying to keep the truck in a straight line. The rear wheels are spinning and of course the front wheels aren't, which is why I would like to locate the all-wheel drive for this truck. I think it's in Alaska. I'll have to have a scout around in Alaska at some point. We're turning right here. This is the entrance to the paper factory. This is where we're dropping the pipe off. I don't know whereabouts, probably to the right. This could be it, in this yellow box. Let's have a look. Unloading. Let's carry on round here. It's got to be round here somewhere. Well, the yellow marker is saying there, so it must be there. Okay, well I'll reverse the trailer in and I'll have another go. Maybe I'll just miss something on the menu there. Good opportunity to test my reversing skills. Come on, go to the right. I might have to go forward a little bit first, I think, and then into reverse. Oh, I'm making a right pig's ear of this. Right, let's have a look. So if I go down... Oh yeah, there we are. Okay, so I've unloaded the first pipe. So you can have a look at the top right. It says large pipe, 1 out of 2. We still have a lot of things to deliver to complete this paper factory section A mission. There's all sorts of things there, but today we're just focusing on the pipes, and we'll come back for the other stuff at another time. So we'll turn left out of here and carry on back to the factory where we can load the other pipe on, and immediately the weight of the trailer is so much easier to control. It just shows you how heavy that pipe was. Yeah, I'll go in the reeds here. Seem to work quite well. I think if you go right into the middle of the puddle, it is hard to get through. But we're almost there. certainly easier getting back than it was getting to the paper factory. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with my choice of truck today. It's nice to drive the GMC again. See, I've got the hood ornament there on the bonnet. It's a Jaguar or a Cougar of some kind, and I've got my little doggy on the dash, bobbing his head. See, the trailer came through that mud a lot easier this time round than it did a minute ago. But it's quite a large mission, this paper factory section 8. We have all sorts of items to get. Loads of fuel, some bricks, blocks, metal beams. So it's going to certainly take quite a long time to obtain all those items from various places around the map. But I'm hoping completing this section of the paper factory delivery will unlock quite a lot of money and reputation points. Of course, I'll be able to maybe head towards getting a new truck. And of course there are 2 trucks on this map that I'm yet to discover, so it would be nice to find them and to test them out, see what they're like. I think there's a Pacific and there's another Western Star, I think, and something called a Boar, which I'm intrigued about. But let's load the other pipe on and we'll carry on. That's the second pipe attached to the trailer, so let's go back to the paper factory and finish this stage of the mission. Look at the inside, fantastic. I like the steering wheel in this truck. But yeah, having all-wheel drive on this truck I think will make it so much better. It has struggled a bit today without it, although the diff lock definitely improves the performance. But these pipes are so heavy. I don't think I realised how heavy they were, in fact. But let's see if we can get through that little patch of mud in front of us without getting stuck again. I think power and speed is probably required, so if I go into low range 3 with the diff lock and just plough through, there you go. And then of course I'll go back into automatic. See, that was a lot easier. Now we know the best way to actually go. It always helps if you've done the journey at least once before. So I think it's plain sailing now. Of course, mud flying everywhere, trailers filthy, but we're doing really well, considering this is the first truck you get for free in the game, back on Black River in Michigan. If you remember, it's the truck that you drive the Chevrolet to, and you skip into it and you do your first ever delivery mission in this truck. I think it's not a bad truck really. People don't give it enough credit. I think once you've modified it a little bit, it really is quite capable. It certainly has oodles of power and character. And here we are at the paper factory. That didn't take too long at all. And of course now I know where to unload the pipe. So through here, round to the right, and then we'll just cut to the left here. And there we go. Click cargo management. And we go down and unload. So there we go, that's 2 pipes delivered. So we'll do the rest another time. Hope you enjoyed the video. Cheers for watching. See you soon.